Certainly looks as though it will be an interesting game.
Hi, everybody. I just can't wait for things to get underway. The expectation is killing me. There's such a difference between the level of the two teams. You've got to be slightly worried. What a nice day. Perfect Blood Bowl weather, Bob.
Yes, Jim, ideal weather for a game of Blood Bowl. Though I'm not sure it will end nicely for all the players.
The ball's in play.
Blood Bowl is reputedly the toughest of all sports.
So they say. But it really only comes down to taking a few hits.
Hold still and then pow! Right in the face. Opponent down.
This is good sport. Yeehaw!
What finesse, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow!
Good hand skills. The ball is caught.
A recent medical report stated that cerebral hemorrhages were less frequent in Blood Bowl players. Amazing when you come to think of it.
Not really, when you consider that brains are also less frequent. The referees' guild has decided to hire a bodyguard for each game.
Another brilliant idea. And just how effective will one bodyguard be against a stadium full of supporters?
True, could be a bit one-sided. You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded but perfectly legal.
This player is going to have a little nap.
And the wake-up will not be too early after this one.
Yep, good pass.
The other team didn't keep the eye on the ball.
Doping is really endemic in this sport.
Isn't it written into the game rules? He sent him down for a chat with the astrogranite.
Now, there's an acrobatic routine worthy of a gold medal.
Yes, it's nice to see an uppercut followed by a double backflip.
Ouch! Have a nice sleep.
Little baby gets his medicine and he's having a little nap. Finally, there's one that lets his biceps do the talking.
Yeah, but from his opponent's point of view, it was a short conversation.
Beer swilling, spear brandishing, yeti wrestling lunatics.
And that's just the apothecaries, Jim.
He's got a hand to the ball.
Yeah, now he's looking around for support.
Ouch! Right in the face. The other guy couldn't dodge that one.
I doubt he'll be taking any further part in the match after that.
No, he's still got two legs.
know that well in advance of the match, the berserkers will often start quaffing flagons of ale before whipping themselves into a frenzy.
That can sure be useful, Bob. We should try that someday.
We better leave that to the professionals, Jim. You already look a little pale. Get it? Pale? Never mind.
You think you'll be able to get up after that blow, Jim?
Oh, yes. He's not the sort to stay down. We don't see much of the heroes of law these days.
I don't know.
For any spectators who aren't aware, the heroes of law hope to show the world a better way by honest, strategic play on the pitch.
It's probably a good thing we don't see them.
Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done!
It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they clearly know how to get hurt.
Every now and again, Blood Bowl throws up a real mixed bag of a team.
Like the motley horde that's made up of a bunch of misfits.
Yeah, can't be easy to coach those cast-offs every day of the week. That reminds me of when I took Griff to bits in the 91 final against Reichland.
Oh yeah, you kneecapped him. That face job is a lot cheaper than a plastic surgeon.
I don't know if he planned it, but it won't do him any harm in the looks department.
Did
know that the Berserkers are selected from the thirstiest Norse players?
Nope.
Yes, the head coach tells the team that they have run out of beer, and the one that enters the most furious rage becomes the new team Berserker.
They run out of beer in Norse teams?
Of course not, Bob. The head coaches just tell the players that if they're low on Berserkers.
Delivery is within stud's reach. A mouthful of knuckle, and then a mouthful of dirt.
Yeah, he went down face first.
If you're going to spell the whole world, I'm going to get snacks.
And they're off! Corruption so widespread that the Referees Guild has set out rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Under an agreement signed last season, clubs are not allowed to offer less than the going rate.
Nice left punch, right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now.
This player has opened the slapping box and gives rather generously.
That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, splodge.
Missed! The ball bounced everywhere.
I was told that you can find round balls. Much less fun.
I've heard of teams that have simply disappeared after being abandoned by their supporters.
Let's say that some teams who haven't won a match for several years have been tied up by their fans and thrown into rubbish containers.
It's the only way to end a downward spiral.
As soon as he throws his first punch.
We know the opponent will be out for lunch.
Wow! I can tell you straight, that hurts. Today's insight comes from Jaime Schnivel, coach and owner of the Goblin Lowdown Rats team. In yesterday's Spike magazine, he said that Blood Bowl was like war. No winners, just survivors.
Oh, now that's deep. About as deep as his team's position in the rankings.
It's a touch! Now this player just needs to survive!
Nice play! The ball changes hands.
Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often.
Look over there. Some cute little elf beauties are selling big moot sandwiches in the stands.
Hey, I'm off to get one. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
And so now you like big moot sandwiches?
Ah, no way. A little elf beauty. Yeah.
Oh, if I was in his place, I'd be looking for a place to hide.
I'm sure several of those players will be happy to be heading back to the changing rooms for the halftime interval.
Yes, and I'm sure that the operating tables and catgut are ready to welcome them. Just look at the fans. They're red hot. A majority of supporters reckon that the league should take measures to prevent the small minority of peaceful fans from watching a match from the terraces.
They've got a point. If they don't want to join in the fun, they might as well stay home and watch it on Cablevision. The ball goes skywards and the match is on.
He checked that move.
Made him look stupid, you mean?
He made picking that ball up look easy.
Down and quite stunned, apparently.
Oh, a few slaps in the face and anybody can wake up instantly.
Timber!
I'm sure the fans will get a chance to cry out that during this match, Jim.
Sure hope so, Bob. Timber!
Well, that's one with a good reason to go see the apothecary.
Yep, looks like he's gonna need a good one. That player's taken away on a stretcher.
But still alive, I can see the drool. Can you smell that, Bob?
Sure can, Jim. Looks like the Halflings are brewing something up in the dugouts.
Is it time for afternoon tea already, Bob?
It looks like they're desperately trying to distract the opponents, Jim. It sure smells delicious. It looks like they're desperately trying to distract the opponents, Jim. It sure smells delicious.
Right hook was worthy of a black hawk.
You're telling me it'll take a while to get over it.
The Blood Bowl annals are littered with the stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't be going away.
This player was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Could be. Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family. amazing how quickly the spectators react when a player gets ejected.
It is one area of the game that coaches tend to neglect.
I don't know. I suspect them of training the crowd.
There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistance to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire incident, when rampant spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusaders Stadium to sink into the earth?
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium. Funny how a rabbit can sound so inoffensive, and yet is so effective.
If he's lucky, it's just a knockout.
You are not supposed to leave the pitch.
Don't worry, Jim. The crowd will teach them the rules. Did you know, Jim, that only young treemen will help out the halfling teams?
When are they considered to be young, Bob?
When they're under 250 years old, Jim.
Mere saplings.
A drop of the shoulder, and the player is fast. Too fast to tackle.
This player knows how to dodge and give free lessons.
And that's how you make a successful pass.
They're not far from the line now.
That brings the scores level. We may see both coaches adjusting their strategies.
Wait a minute, speed to rush headlong into the melee with your studs on.
Wizards have not always been able to cast spells safely from behind the sidelines. Were you playing at the time in an Albion League, a second division that prohibited spellcasting from off the pitch?
Oh, yes. They were great times. I remember fans traveling to games just to see how well Wizards stood up to the mad charge of a raving Blood Bowl star. The noise created by a sizzling fireball, followed by the characteristic sound of the snapping of a wizard's neck.
Apparently, they tried to catch the ball and stand on it at the same time.
And failed at both.
Did you hear about the Evil Gits? The team that is made up of a mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen.
I don't know if we really like that uppercut.
He may not have liked it, but he certainly ate it.
Now there's one that won't be coming back in a hurry.
Popcorn? Check. Pies? Check. Cake? Check. Looks like the Halfling players are getting ready for some serious action, Jim.
Sure does, Bob.
Their pre-match warm-up sure is different from most teams.
The player gets hold of the ball. That's one regulation clobbering. Blood Bowl players are getting more like their Albion League cousins every day.
That wasn't a light touch that put him down, Jim. That was a solid chop to the back of the neck.
Berserkers, Yetis, Ulfwurners.
I'll bet you like this, Jim.
Of course, Bob. To be brutally honest, I always enjoy a pack of raving maniacs.
Spoken as a true Blood Bowl fan, Jim. They're gonna score! Hold me back, Jim! I feel like going down there and joining in!
Corruption so widespread that the Referees Guild has set out rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Under an agreement signed last season, clubs are not allowed to offer less than the going rate.
Looks like he could do with a blood transfusion.
They'll have to cauterize it first.
Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things. Oh, brilliant sidekick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion.
Blood Bowl is reputedly the toughest of all sports.
So they say. But it really only comes down to taking a few hits. That's it. The ball's in play. There's gonna be trouble.
One of the most famous Norse teams out there, Jim, is the Vinheim Valkyries, more recently known as Vinheim Rampagers.
Perhaps you could tell the fans why they changed their name, Bob.
Sure can, Jim. They went into hiding after they pillaged and burned down Skalgrim and Hoist, the only sponsor that withdrew their sponsorship up to this day.
is a violent sport.
Another sports accident.
Rest in peace.
Wallop! Right on the schmozzle.
He'll have a bit of trouble blowing his nose from now on.
I bet those Yetis don't like playing the Dungeon Bowl, Bob.
That's right, Jim. Some Norse teams downright refuse to play in that cup, claiming it to be inhumane.
That's strange, Bob. Didn't figure any Norse team to be humane.
Win, lose, or draw. Doesn't really matter when you see a match like that.
That's reflected in the excellent mark it received.
Their weight and power is inversely proportional to their intelligence.
Yes, I'm not sure what their game plan was, but it certainly didn't involve the ball. When you spend the match chasing around after the ball without getting your hands on it, you're going to end up losing.
Yeah, I learned that in kindergarten. The opposition